this is potentially my final update in this space. It's nearly bedtime. And in the end, oh, this was not planned. There's a spider. Okay. Jesus. Okay, I was literally just about to say how great of a time I've had. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay. I have. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I have had a great time. That was only the second dog I've seen in the space. I did, however, just it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I did successfully enjoy myself. I've laughed. I have danced. I started making a video earlier that I got cut off because my phone storage went out. Couldn't upload to the iCloud because there's no internet. I deleted a bunch of stuff. But anyway, what happened earlier was that I went outside to use the outhouse before the sunset, and then I was like, I'm gonna go on a walk. And I barely got very far at all. I was feeling like, okay, I can do this, And a fly was buzzing around my ear, and I kept trying to get away from it, and I couldn't, and I walked like, I don't know, 50 feet or something. Like, I left the full area, walking down a path. It kept following me. I was like, there's no way. I ran and stopped and was like, there's no way. It happened again. I don't know if this bug was like partially attached to me, if there were so many or what. But then I like sprinted back, came inside, and have not left. Got me worked up. So, I have not left since then. And I actually just successfully, neatly peed into my empty melatonin bottle to avoid going outside in the dark. So I've made it to like nearly 10 o'clock. So I feel great about that. I am starting to get tired. I've been awake since 4:30. I don't know why I woke up so early today. So yeah, I have been enjoying myself. Tomorrow I'm going to set an alarm for like, I thought I just saw something. Dawn-ish. So like as soon as there's a little light in the sky, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna drive back to, what is this, the name for it? Whatever. The place where I saw the Trump truck, because it's, you know, it's unlikely that person will be there again at the same time. But I'm gonna go back to that viewpoint. Or another one, there's so many of them nearby, but just find like a nature scenic view spot to watch the sunrise. And then there will be light in the sky. I'm a morning person and I will drive away. And I would like to return to the same coffee shop where I went to today. Crucible Coffee Roasters in Stanton, Virginia. It was lovely and delicious. And I also may stop for a hike. I mean, I go on hikes, I've been camping, I go to the river all the time, so I've been kind of like confused as to why this whole thing is bothering me so much. But it's okay, because I did get through it, and I'm feeling great about that. And I think I can sleep, even though that spider was just here. But not the big one. Oh my god. The big one from outside better not come in here. I almost wish that I had like pants that tied around my ankles and socks and like a hoodie that went all the way around my face and tied in, and my eye mask and earplug. Like, I don't want bugs on me. A mosquito net would be actually ideal. I thought about that earlier. Honestly, I might just travel with one next time. I could easily put it on this bed frame and just sleep with a little bit more peace. But it's so funny though, because when I sleep, the last time I went camping, I slept outside in a hammock, just in a hammock, and I slept great. Something different going on. Something different is going on here. Okay, but what I did that I enjoyed, I would like to reflect upon, is that I listened to music, I danced, I brainstormed some drag ideas. I did end up journaling a little bit, but not until pretty recently. I also, most of what I spent my time doing is listening to old voice notes on my phone. Like from before my transition, from, like the first one I listened to was from March. Oh, I keep feeling like I'm seeing stuff. March of 2019. Over 5 years ago. There was this one, I think it's the first one I listened to. I was just like looking for like the most random stuff that like didn't have names and stuff. It was after a first date. And it was like 6 minutes of me just immediately reporting all of the facts I learned about this person and my observations. It is the most, like, I've been collecting a lot of data about, like, my life in the, like, through the lens of my autism, and I'm like, how did we miss this? That is it was so funny. I didn't talk at all about my feelings, or, I mean, not that I don't talk about my feelings, but it was literally just like a report. It was like, I think it started with like, Michael has 3 siblings. He grew up, blah, 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 blah. This and that. It was like, his brother owns a funeral parlor, which is $1 million business. Da 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 da. I was cracking up. And I listened to some stuff that was also really sad. One of the highlights was a 10-minute-ish recording that I was rehearsing for a performance that I did early in my sobriety, early in my transition, and I was living in a queer and trans sober living house. And yeah, I started recording it a few minutes before I started singing, and then I stopped recording a couple minutes after. So it was like me talking to my housemates and their feedback and their ideas, and they were helping me like figure out which way to turn my keyboard, and I was sharing with them that I was dealing with a lot of dysphoria around my voice, and that I was like, and I want to sing, and I want to like show up on this stage and just be myself, and this is how my voice sounds right now. And it was really beautiful. That was like an insider, like behind the scenes thing that I don't think I've ever listened to. I mean, maybe I listened to it right after to like see how, you know, I sounded, but I've never gone back to that. Glasses are so smudged. This is like nature juices. That was a gross thing to say. But it was very sweet, and just reminded me of all the lives that I've lived, and all the communities I've shared, and all the homes I've lived in, and all the people that have supported me in like crucial moments in my life. When I made my video earlier, the long one, I wasn't planning to do anything with it, but I did watch it later on, and it was comforting to watch. I don't know why. I feel kind of insecure about it because I'm like, is this like a weird self-obsession? It's not. I'm just worried other people will think that. It's just me learning about myself and like what I'm like when I'm not filtering or masking. But like this video, I feel like is a little bit more performative because I'm reflecting on it as if I'm going to share it, which I may not. But if you're watching this, I did. At a point. Oh, but I wanted to kind of reflect on like what that experience was. It was a show called Recovery's Got Talent, and it was for people in recovery in Dallas. And anyone could audition for it. There were a lot of different people there. It was hosted by this women's sober living house, which I actually moved into, and then the next day, like, came out to their staff. Because somebody helped me move into it, and I was able to move into it initially for free, and I was in, like, urgent need of housing. And then I was like, hey, I'm not a woman, actually. And, you know, it wasn't a perfect situation, but they were okay with me staying. And I pretty quickly moved into the queer and trans sober living house, which someone else also helped me do. So many people have helped me stay alive. It's incredible. I should write a card to that person. Note to self. Mail to. Anyway, Recovery's Got Talent. It was hosted by the Women's Sober Living House, and by the time I performed at it, yeah, I wasn't even living there anymore. But they were pretty cool, and they did like identify me as an alumni of the Women's Sober Living House. I was a little bit like cringe, but I don't think I hadn't even started hormones. I mean, I was like, my gender presentation was like very doodly at the time. I remember exactly what outfit I wore, like every single detail of it. Socks, shoes, jeans, boxers, belt, 2 shirts, binder, hat, glasses. But yeah, I sang a little mashup that was an original song, and then I went into What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong? Louis Armstrong. I don't know. And it was on a big stage. It was like a proper venue. Though my phone note from it was saved as from the venue. It was like AT&T Performing Arts Center or something. It was this really cool stage. When I was listening to it today, I was actually like, I'm gonna go back and perform there someday. Again. But I had this like private backstage room with my name on the door, and I think that there are a lot of people who gave me opportunities to practice getting comfortable sharing my voice and singing live in front of people again, because I had taken a long break from that. And I want to do more. That's what I was thinking about with drag tonight, is figuring out a way to incorporate using more original music and have some ideas. Because I'm allowed to do that. So I'm excited. I have not started my book yet. That's okay. I've really been enjoying reading after work lately. I just found a bookmark in here. This was a used book that was from someone else. That's fine. Okay. I'm gonna... Whoa, 15 minutes. Okay. This was way longer than anticipated. This is gonna... I was about to say this is gonna be a boring one to watch. Maybe, maybe not. Sorry that I missed your party. I have songs in my head. Okay.